From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily moved into the top 5.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That is caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And that one going from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's another Bengals first down.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Bengals at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
Go. Here we go.
First and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 49 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bengals 7.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's 2nd and 10.
This is 12. 12. 180. 180.
Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. 11. Stop. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. That is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
First down.
11 empty.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away.
Here we go.
You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Super one. 12.
Goff now looking to throw. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down.
Go, 12, go. Super.
Now Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6. The Bengals 49-yard line.
20. Whirling.
Goff now to throw. An ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Gone. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go.
They will toss to Brown. And he's got it to about the 40.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now it's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Tom. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Burrow will throw. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Chase Brown, 30 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They're still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That's good. More on Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And a powerful Powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
180.
Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
11.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. Touchdown Bengals. Juwan Jennings, 39 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
7-yard line.
Second down and 8. Now it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Goff. He'll give that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop it.
Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals, TD. And they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Whirling.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Handing it off to Brown. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A great stop by DJ Wanham to back the offense up on that play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
What's this set? Stop. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Burrow changing the look.
180.
An inside give, Brown. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Come
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got him. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Here we go. My man. White 80. White hot.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
180. 12. Orange. Hold on. Check.
To throw is Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Hey, let's go. Shell.
Here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Detroit.
The give, right side for Gibbs. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And his throw is incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL with interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And that's what friends are for.
And as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Yeah, he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Here we go. Big 13. 11 mighty.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
What's this say? 11 mighty. 11.
Now Burrow. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. T. Higgins, 48 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. A gain of 7. And the Lions, first down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
180.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, lift! Like 20! Hey, kill!
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
180.
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Cut. 20.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
12.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
12.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0-2.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Let's get set. Kahan. 180. 180. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
My 20.
Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. There he goes again. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 65 yards. And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Gun.
To throw, Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.